slope is bigger and car B is moving faster than A. Because A has a smaller angle, B has a bigger angle, so it will have a big slope. When the big slope is there, speed will be more. In this case, B is running fast than A. So this is how we can compare the speed of two or more than two. Suppose a third is also there. A third car C is also moving. Then this is the angle of C. It is the smallest angle, even lesser than A. So it is running least. Out of all these three, car C is the slowest. So in this way, by knowing the angles, angle theta, we can know the speed of different vehicles together. So this is how we can compare the speed of two or more than two objects. Now, how from this dt graph we can calculate speed? All of us now know that speed, it is been given by this dt graph. So how the calculation, if we want to know what is the speed of a moving object, how can we calculate the speed? Very simple. I have taken this graph showing constant speed because a straight line inclined up, a constant speed is there. This is showing constant speed. It means, constant means equal distance is covered in equal time interval. On this axis, suppose I have taken this time as 1 hour in hours, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour, 5 hour. Time is taken in hours. On this, I have taken distance, suppose in kilometers. 10 kilometer, 20, 30, suppose 40 and 50. This is the distance in kilometers. So a car has started from the origin O. In first hour, it runs 10 kilometers. Suppose we will put a dot here. All of you know how the graphs are made. So in second hour, it runs like this. In third hour, it traveled like this. In fourth hour, the car suppose in fourth hour, the car is moving like this, and then fifth also. What we have to do, we will take 2 points, any 2 points on this graph. We take, suppose I have taken this point as A and I have chosen this point as B. We can have any point. Any 2 points are chosen, and as this is the constant speed, so the points anywhere on the graph line will give the same speed. Speed is same from here till the top. So any 2 points will give the same speed. We draw a perpendicular from B here and a perpendicular on this timeline here. Likewise from A, these two perpendiculars are drawn and these are joined. Suppose this point is C. Okay. Now this line is showing the speed. We want to know what is the speed. So slope of the graph is equal to, suppose this point we write as S2, this point as S1, this as T2, this as T1. This should be at 4. So T2, T1, S2, S1. So slope or speed, you can say speed instead of slope, we can write speed, because we know that this graph line is showing speed. This speed is distance upon time. This formula all of you know. Now the distance between these 2 points, A and B. What is the distance in between these 2 points? Distance is this, or BC. BC is the distance, or distance is this. So here we can write distance is arm BC upon time. What is time? Time is this much. In between these 2 points, this body moves from here to here in this time interval. So the time is equal to AC. This is AC, or we can say T2 minus T1. So next we can write this BC is equal to S2 minus S1. This BC, can you see, is equal to S2 minus S1 divided by this AC is equal to T2 minus T1. So this is how we can calculate speed. In this case, we can calculate our S2 is 40, S1 is 20, T2 is 4, T1 is 2. So what we get? 20 upon 2, or 10 meter per second. This is our speed. So this object is moving with a constant speed of 10 meter per second. We can take any 2 points on the graph line and we can calculate by drawing this triangle. Or it is very easy. If this is from 0, we can take this point and this point. We can take S2 here and S1 here. So S2 is 20, S1 is 0. And if this is taken as T2, T2 is 2 and T1 is 0. So 20 upon 2 or 10 meter per second. So either it is easy, if this is 0 on both the sides, then we can take these 2 points. If it is not 0 on both the axes, then we can take 2 points on this graph line to calculate speed. The formula is S2 minus S1 divided by T2 minus T1. That is, or we can write here, change in distance upon change in time. So change in distance upon change in time will give us speed. So this is how speed is calculated by DT graph. DT graph gives us the physical quantity speed. Now we will plot 2 graphs based on these data. Read the first one. So first we'll draw the first one. This is the 2 axes. These 2 axes are drawn. Here speed, distance, here time. So time is 8, 8, 5, 8, 10. So here I will write 8 o'clock, then 8:05, 8:10, then 10, then 15. So this is 15, 8.15, then this is 20, this is 25. 8, 5, 8, 10, 8, 15, 8, 20 and 8, 25. The time is taken on this axis. Now for distance covered by Firoz. So at 8 o'clock, Firoz was at 0. At 8:05, so I will write here 1 to 4. I should write 1 kilometer. This is in kilometer or what? So suppose this is in kilometer. So here, this is 1 kilometer. This is 2 kilometer, 3 kilometer and 4 kilometer. So distance in kilometers. So first I am drawing this Firoz. At 8 o'clock, Firoz is at 0 kilometer. At 5, he comes at 1 kilometer. Then 1.9. At 10, he comes at 1 point, slightly lesser than this. So he will be here. 1.9. Then 15, he is at 2.8. This is 3, so slightly less here. He is at 2.8. Then at 20, he is at 3.6. So slightly less here. So he is here at in 8:20. So this is the speed of Firoz. Now we will study the speed of Sania. The distance covered by Sania at 8, she was at 0. 8:5, she is at 0.8. Slightly lesser than this. She is here. 0.8 kilometer. Then 8:10, she is 1.6. 1.6 is slightly less than this. So here is she. At 15, 2.3. 2.3 is, this is 2. It will be here. 2. This is 2.8. So this will be 2.3. And at 3, what is this? 6:20, he is at 3. Here. He is here. And 3.6, 8:25, 3.6. So this is the graph or speed of Sania. And this is of Firoz. So who is going fast? Firoz is going fast and Sania is going slow. Firoz has covered 3.6 kilometers in 20 minutes, while Sania covered 3.6 kilometers in 25 minutes. So she is going slow and she is going fast. We can also calculate their speed. Suppose we want to calculate the speed of Firoz, you take any 2 points on this graph line. Draw like this, form a triangle like this, like this, like this, and a triangle will be made, and by S2 minus S1 and T2 minus T1 you can calculate the speed of Firoz. Likewise we can calculate the speed of Sania. If we draw this graph, what we are interpreting? We are interpreting that Sania is going slow than the Firoz, and even we can calculate the speed also by the same graph. So in your notebooks you calculate the speed of Firoz and Sania differently by drawing these triangles. So this is how the first graph is formed. Now we will form the second graph. Data is given here for second graph. Read out this. Distance of stations A, B, C, time of arrival and departure of train. These are the stations. So here we'll take distance. Here we will take time in minutes. The time is given in minutes. Here it is 8 o'clock. Then direct 8:15. So small, we will write here 8:15, 8:30, 8:45, then 9, then 9:15, 9:30, 9:45, then 10, then 10:15, 10:30, 10:45, then 11, then 11:15, 11:30. This is sufficient. So this is the time axis. These are 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. And for distance, we have to start with 0. And we have to go up to 180. So 0, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160 and 180. This is in kilometers. This is in minutes. So this is about the data. Now we will draw. See, here this is station A. Distance from the train is as station A from 8 o'clock to 8:15. So train was here. I will draw with red color. Train was here at 8 o'clock and it departed from this station at 8:15. It means train is not moving on station A from 8 o'clock to 8:15. For 15 minutes it is stationary. The train is stationary for 15 minutes, not moving. Speed is 0. The train is at rest. When the train is at rest, we have a horizontal line parallel to x-axis. So train is not moving for 15 minutes. Now at 11:15 it comes to station B, which is 120 kilometers far from station A. Are you following? So station B is 120. 120 is here. It is 120 kilometers apart from station A and the train reached here at 11:15. Where is 11:15? Here is 11:15. So like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. Here. The dot will be here. The train at 11:15 reached at B. This is station B. This is station A. So from here it reached with a uniform motion to station B, which is 120 kilometers apart. So the graph line will be like this. Now at B, train halts for 15 minutes. 15 minutes, arrival 15, departure 30. It means train is at station B for 15 minutes up to 30. The train is here up to 15 minutes. It is not moving, so the line will be parallel to this, train at rest. So at the same distance, 120 up to 11:30. 11:30 or what? Yes, 11:30. We have to move further this. 11:30, then 11:45, then 12. This is 12. We have to go 12:15, 12:30, 12:45, 1:15. This is 1 of 13 and this is 1:15. 1 o'clock in the afternoon, or we can write 13:15. So we have to go up to here. This is 12 and this is 1 o'clock and this is 1:15. So up to 11:30 the train is here. Now from 11:30 at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it reached at station C, which is at 180 kilometers far. So 180 is here, and what time it is reaching? At 1. Where is 1? 1 is here. So this is 180 and 1 o'clock is here. So here is the point. At 1 o'clock the train reaches here. So this will be the graph. And from 1 to 1:15 the train is stationary. It is at the same station. So this is at C, this is at B, and this is at A. Station A for 15 minutes not moving, station B for 15 minutes not moving, on C 15 minutes not moving, and A to B and B to C, the graph will be like that. So on this axis we have time, on this axis we have distance. So all of you calculate the speed of train. Speed, it is moving with a uniform speed. It is written here, I think, stations, they are moving for motion is uniform. So you calculate the speed between A and B and C in your notebooks. How you will calculate? Take any 2 point, make a triangle, take any 2 points, make a triangle, and calculate the speed by S2 minus S1 and T2 minus T1. So both the graphs, you calculate the speed by yourselves and write in the comment box. So this is how DT graph is done, having 4 different situations, then how the speed is calculated, and now these 2 situations where we have plotted the graph. What is the interpretation of this graph? That at 3 instances train is at rest, not moving, and this is the uniform speed of train, and we can calculate the speed in minute per hour, kilometer per minute. So the speed can be calculated. This is all for distance time graph. Thank you.